Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
To throw, it's Washington. Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. It's going to be tough for the visitors today. Catch made on the out route. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's going to launch it deep again. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, what a good job by this defense of trying to put pressure on this mobile quarterback. Here's another example of what he can do. He looked like he was going to be down for a loss, and instead is able to fight through it. But I'm going to tip my cap to this defense. They knew what they were facing today.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
LSU 7, Ohio State 0.
On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? And they'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack in their game plan.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Washington. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I'd like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
And they'll kick it away here. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it is incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Man, I don't know how he wasn't able to hold on to that football in the end zone. That's a touchdown. A great opportunity loss, but a lot of relief for this defense. When they get to film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. What was the breakdown that almost allowed that big play?
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Miranda. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, They don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The Buckeyes moving quickly down the field here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Running back with the carry. Loss of 1. Second down coming up.
Important second down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
With the carry. Loss of 3. Brings up third down.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. Takes the returner out of play. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Back behind the quarterback, a line in a pistol. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Paul. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the 1st quarter clock winds down. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Ohio State 0.
A new set of downs after that completion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Back to throw again. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
14, Ohio State 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
And there's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Washington. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking for some space. It's Downs. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking for his back. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Across the 40. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Tack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Now they get set to kick it away.
Ohio State, 0.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick-6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They'll run it here. They bring him down, but he reaches the 40-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And in 1st down, they go right back to him. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
He's brought down at the 31. 2nd down going up.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The Buckeyes pick up enough to get a 1st down there. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Washington. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. Comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Hard running through a tackle. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 30 now. The 10. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball.
Boy, the offense catches a break here, Chris. You know, all week long as a coach, you work on the fundamentals, so when you get out in the game, your players aren't overthinking. They're just being natural athletes. Here, they don't do a good job of securing the ball. It almost cost them. They're lucky to get that ball back.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's got some space. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score LSU.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And it's caught.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He breaks through. Broke one tackle, but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The sack sets up 2nd down. The DB's backing off from the line now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Defense is coming after him. Gets into space at the 50. And he's brought down there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Football comes out. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
LSU 35, Ohio State 0.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Trying it onside to start the 3rd with the lead? That's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, LSU. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Offense makes their way on the field. He'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Dropping back, it's Washington. The pocket breaking down. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Can he take it all the way? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Looks right for a quick completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Here the defense defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Number 11, set to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fights off a defender. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
You'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the 1st down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And here's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the handoff when the Jets sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast, and they were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape it. Down he goes. The sack on 1st down. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking right. This one caught. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
What a play by this defense. Trailing in the 2nd half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? The 30. Tough running there. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the...
And he is wide open for a huge gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
They'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. LSU has moved into the red zone. They'll feed the back again. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Gain moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Handoff to the back. When they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. This defense is hanging tough, and they punch it in from the 3 on 3rd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He's swarmed by the defense. So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Toss play. Back heads to his right. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Fielded at the 25.
The returner is tackled down at the 42, and the LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
1st down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaks loose at the 45.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
He's brought down at the 20. Good enough. for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 51, Ohio State 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And this one is get.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Ohio State 0.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive.
Gilbert, first and 10.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down play coming up. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Brings up 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Receiver in motion now. On third down, he drops to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Breaking free at midfield. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield to spot it at the 38.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw again. Finds an open target on the left side. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes a quick catch. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball.
They bring the heat, and the blitz works. They've got him.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Ready?
Second down now after the sack.
Green 25, go!
Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets rid of it on the move. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The attempt is no good. He missed it. And that sums up the game so far.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, LSU. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Point after, up and good.
That makes the score LSU 65.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Number 11, set to kick it away.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He lets it go. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
And that's a great gain right here for these guys. It hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Had the big play to start the drive, but now, after two incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down here, time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
This secondary knows how to keep their eye on the football and how to break on the ball. I thought the receiver was open. I thought it was going to be a completion. It gives you an idea of how instinctive and how athletic he is by getting into the way of that and knocking it away.
Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. He's got it near the end zone. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Well, I thought the defender was in really good position here. Just kind of working that receiver to the sideline. I didn't think he had enough room to come down with it. Somehow he comes up with the catch and gets a foot down.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown continues.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Can you believe it? He's missed the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's complete downfield. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. Well, the defense knows, Kirk, might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting.
It is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Ohio State, 0.
Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner will be brought down.
To the 10. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackled at the 22.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to...
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job of this defense to keep that clock moving.
And now the defense steps in to call time with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Oh, a reverse. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. First down, looking to throw the football. There's a shot toward the end zone. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what this...